Hey everybody! Back with another one of those pack cracking vids! Hey, we're on. And it's live time. So yeah, just chilling here in the studio after pre-release day for Spider-Man. It was pretty fun, pretty exciting. I gotta say, there weren't as many people there as there were for the Edge of Eternity's pre-release. So I think, the idea that the hype was overhyped. I believe that to be true. It does seem like we had some overhypedness for the Spider-Man set. So not nearly as popular as we were led to believe, and that does reflect in the reduced pricing. So hopefully you guys are going to take advantage of some of that better pricing that's coming out soon, or if not, like some of your card companies might already actually your your suppliers might have already lowered their prices. But yeah, check it out. It is a pretty good set, though. I had fun playing it. And today we're going to open some packs. And as you probably saw in the thumbnail for the video, there's also a Spidey Sensational Showdown, which, it looks kind of like this. I'm going to be opening that today, too. What I really love about these products is the way that they foil the boxes. Honestly, it's actually like the foiling is a little bit better than the actual cards in some cases. Hope you guys are doing real well. Of course, it's Adam here on Smith Stack Pack a Day Habit number 78 coming at you live. And we're going to open some packs. I'm going to go over my pre-release deck, and we're going to have some fun. So, got that. And then, of course, I won these 2 packs at the pre-release event as well. So there's 3 packs in here, plus the 6 scene cards and the 6 art cards with the easel. So we're going to open all that today. But first, I think what we'll do is just kind of have a look, see what I picked up at the event. So this was the deck that I was playing. If I can just get that going here for you guys. So there's the deck I was playing. And I've got all my extra cards in here. Did get some tokens. Spider tokens are looking pretty cool. And then Illusion Villain. That's pretty cool, eh? I mean, there's some cool... The food token's a hot dog. I like hot dogs. I eat a lot of hot dogs these days due to costs. Got to be able to pay for the packs, right? But yeah, I mean, this is just an example of some of like the tokens that you get in the set. So, yeah. They were listening. There was tokens like pretty much every pack. So, they were listening. Snoop says he's had hot dogs for lunch. Good job, buddy. I had sausage and eggs for breakfast today. So I'm all ready to go as well. Hey, well, let's take a look at what I was playing with here. This masked Meower. For a 1-drop with haste and it's card draw, right? You sack it and you get a card. Well, you got to get rid of a card and then, well, you know how it is. Once again, sorry, and a big shout out to Sentry Box. I have stolen your lands once again. I'll bring them back next time I'm there. This card was kind of cool to have in there. Ultimate Green Goblin. I mean, what do you think of that? Beginning of your upkeep, discard a card, then create a treasure token. Mayhem was an interesting function, but not many people were making it work. I only successfully was able to use Mayhem once because what it is, you're able to cast it from the graveyard for a lower cost or a different cost in this case if you discarded this card this turn. So it's like you've got to have a card that makes you discard, and then you've also got to have the available mana for that play that turn. So not a lot of people were really making it work. This card, I thought, was the star of the show for the whole event. Spider Rex, Daring Dino, legendary creature, Spider Dinosaur Hero. Just check this out. It's a 6/6 for 6. It has reach and trample and ward 2. Once this was on the board, I mean, nobody was getting rid of it. Nobody. This was an excellent card for the pre-release. Not sure how it'll do in constructed, but I mean, it's huge. Like, it's huge. Trample, reach, ward 2, like, you can't really do much about it, unless you've got a lot of mana and a lot of removal. This is one of the mountain cards that I pulled. Pretty cool, right? Wisecrack. A little bit of removal there. Yeah. There was, in red, there was good removal. Electro's Bolt. I used this to great effect a couple of times. It does have the Mayhem. So if you can manage to discard it, you can do 4 damage for 2. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. The Mayhem's kind of cool. It's just difficult to do. Rhino, this won me a match. Along with that dinosaur, the Rhino Barreling Brute. So for 7, you get a 6/7 Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. And then if you've cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater that turn, when he attacks, you draw a card. So this was excellent for me as well. Playing 17 lands in the pack. And yeah, that just kind of destroyed at the end of the day. I had to rework my deck because I did not build a very good deck. It started out with white-red. So it started out in a Boros, ended up in a Gruul. But, a lot of people do. Spider-Man Heroic Horde. This didn't actually, I didn't get this out on the board. It didn't pull it. But pretty cool, right? Web slinging. So basically, I'm not sure like if this really would be good for web slinging. You may cast this spell for 6 if you also return a tapped creature you control to its owner's hand. I don't know why you'd want to pay 6 for it when you can just pay 2. Oh, right, because if he was entered using web slinging, you gain 3 life and create 2/1 green spider creature tokens with reach. That's why. So, yeah, I mean, you can get the value out of it that way, I guess. A lot of mana, though. There's better cards in this deck. Gallant Citizen. Great for card draw. I mean, personally, I think there's better card draw. Right? Helpful Familiar comes to mind. Grow Extra Arms. So I used this once and knocked out a big bad. Yeah, the cat's better though. Because the cat, well, actually no, the cat's it is the same. Right, they're both 1/1s for 2, and you get the card draw. This one you can use white or green. So I guess maybe this one's a little bit better. And we got Scout the City. I never played this one, but you can mill 3 cards and put a permanent card from among them in your hand, and you gain 3 life, so that's pretty good. Or you can destroy target creature with flying. Of which there were quite a few. Like, there's a bunch of Spider-Man cards that, kind of, they get flying in certain ways. Either they're flying on your turn, or you can modify them and they become flying, that sort of thing. Angry Rebel, this one has Trample. And whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, the creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. And you can, for 6, you can put 2 +1/+1 counters on it as a sorcery. So you can grow this late game. Hey, Shomanuki. Hello to you as well. Thanks for joining the stream, checking it out. What do you think of the new Spider-Man set? See, there's some removal there. Shock, 2 damage to any target. So that's not exclusive to the set, but, it's a pretty cool shock card because it's got the shocker on it, right? The shocker! Angry Rebel. Spider-Man Brooklyn Visionary. You can see there's like the graffiti behind him there. He also has web slinging, so you can pay 3 for him instead if you do web slinging. If you don't know what that is, of course you can Return a tapped creature that you control to its owner's hand and play it for the web slinging cost. And this one's great because you can basically it's ramp, right? So you can grab a land, put it on the battlefield. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm not a hater either. I like to try and find the best of the sets. You know, it's better to look for what's good in it. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, this and that is bad," but it's a good set. That's the other thing too. Snoop brings up a good point. The art in this set is pretty cool, of course, because it's Spider-Man. There's a lot of official art in there too. So I mean, especially in some of the special treatment cards, there's going to be really nice art. I canceled my collector's booster box for this one. I don't know if I regret it or not, but it was a lot of money, and I just felt like I could get what I needed from the play boosters. News helicopter. This is a fun little one. Flying. So for 3, it's a 1/1 with flying, and it creates a 1/1 green-white human citizen creature token. So you get 2 creatures, one of them has flying. They're both 1/1, but I mean, that's not bad in sealed. Maximum Carnage. This is one of the better pulls of my 6 packs. Pretty cool card. I think it'll work really well in my play group, considering we usually have like 5 to 7 people playing at once. So until your next turn, each creature attacks each combat if able and attacks a player other than you if able. So yeah, this is coming with me to my buddy Ryan's place, and we are going to wreak some maximum carnage. Then on its second saga, you get 3 red mana. Oh, Snoop, you'd be surprised, man. We play a lot of Legacy, so sometimes those games are over in like 3 turns. Even with 7 people, those games can be pretty short sometimes. Sometimes they're really long too. So this one goes 5 damage to each opponent on its third. So yeah, this will be really helpful. I'm not sure which of my already nasty Boros decks that I might put this in. Let's see. Ezekiel Sims Spider Totem. He's not he is a spider himself, which is good. 3/5 for 5, but the beauty of this is reach. And at the beginning of your combat turn, target spider you control gets +2/+2 till end of turn. So that's a nice buff every turn. And he's a 3/5, so he's kind of hard to get rid of, right? Like any of those 4 damage cards, like you have to destroy him outright. So in this particular format, in this set, there wasn't really much that could get rid of this guy unless you attacked with him. Or if you blocked with him and then your opponent utilized the destroy blocking creature card that's out there. Spinneret and Spiderling. Shout out to Anthony, who was at the event there. We traded a couple cards, and I ended up getting this Spinneret and Spiderling. It was at the end, so I just popped it in the sleeve just so it could be part of this deck. Whenever you attack with 2 or more spiders, put a +1/+1 counter on Spinneret and Spiderling. Whenever Spinneret and Spiderling deals 4 or more damage, exile the top card of your library until the end of turn. You can play that. Or sorry, until the end of your next turn, you can play that card. So pretty decent 1-drop there for a 1/2. Get some extra bonus actions on that. I'm sorry, Sentry Box. I have your lands. Web Warriors. This one I used a lot, actually. So when this creature enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. And in this format, you know, you can get to 5 mana pretty easily. So, you know, slap this down, you've already got a bunch of cool characters out there, and boom, they all have +1/+1 counters. And we got another Electro's Bolt. I was lucky enough to get 2. This was a neat card, Professional Wrestler. When it enters, create a treasure token, and it can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. And it's 4/4, so pretty decent. And there's my second Spider Rex Daring Dino. This was, in my opinion, this was the champ. One of the champs for the night. Like, hard to beat this in sealed. Like, I mean, you're not expecting to have to deal with Reach, Trample, and Ward 2, really. I mean, most people, I think, were going for lower mana curve. I did at the beginning with when I was using white cards. I was looking at like a much lower mana curve, but then talked it over with some of the guys there, and it was decided that the more powerful cards were kind of in the upper mana curve, of course, and there was a case to play them. So changed it up, and ended up winning a couple games with that. So worked out pretty well. So that was my deck. Kind of show you, there's a couple other things. This is some of the stuff that got taken out. I was loath to take this out because it was fun to play. Spectacular Spider-Man. This was one of my better pulls as well. Look at the art. So he's got Flash, so that's already pretty cool. Spectacular Spider-Man gains flying until end of turn. Sacrifice Spider-Man. Creature you control gains hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. I would have won my first game if I hadn't have been very distracted and let myself just pass up on using this this feature on this card. I would have won the game. And yeah, it was a little embarrassing. But, live and learn. Daily Bugle. This one's kind of cool. So when it enters, you choose one, right? +1/+1 on each of up to 2 target creatures. And investigative journalism. Return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It doesn't make much sense, Snoop, for a dinosaur to be web slinging. But same with Peter Porker, right? Spider Ham. City Pigeon. I was playing this, and it was on the board a bunch, and it was annoying for my opponents, but of course, not a game clincher. But it creates a food token when it leaves, and you can bounce cards like with that web slinging effect. You can bounce cards, and so you can make food tokens with this. Yeah, I mean, not bad. A 1/1 for 1 with flying is always pretty decent in sealed, I find. Thwip. This is a useful card. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. If it's a spider, you gain 2 life. So that's a pretty sweet 1-drop instant that you can definitely make use of. This was a dual land that I pulled. Just a black-red. Ominous Asylum. The art on that is pretty cool though, right? I think. Yeah, and you can surveil with it. Yeah, so those were some of the cards that I took out. And then there was, there were 6 packs, so I might as well show you what else I pulled. This was cool. Villainous Wrath. Loses life equal to the number of creatures they control, then destroy all creatures. Yeah, you like that bird? I like that pigeon as well. I mean, the food token's nice. Amazing Acrobatics. I mean, there's useful cards. I mean, there's always useful cards, right? This one was kind of odd. I don't know if we really want to get into it, but I mean, you can sack it and create a treasure token. And, it's one of those look at your top 5 cards deals. And then, 2 creatures, rest at the bottom. So, I mean, it's good, but I didn't end up using it. Sandman's Quicksand. Scorpion Sting. Decent black removal there. Whoosh. Spider Sense. And check this out. Another one of my best pulls. The Doc Ock counter spell. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that a beauty? Yes, I will be putting that into a sleeve for sure. Yeah, look at that. That's so cool. Old school. Old school. I'm just going to put that here because we'll sleeve it up in a bit. There's another dual land I got there. Yeah, that's probably going in the Pimpin' Binder. I got the Shocker. Didn't use them. I mean, there was just better big bads for 6 that I had, so. But nice, I got the Shocker in foil. During your turn, he has first strike, which is great. And when he enters, he deals 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. So it's like a good card, but I don't know, that's that dinosaur was just kind of better for the money. You know what I mean? Flash Thompson. I mean, interesting, right? You can tap or untap target creature. You can do both. And he's a 2/2 for 2. So, you know, with Flash, of course, because he's called Flash, so makes sense. Another Daily Bugle. Common Crook. A couple of those. It's a treasure token creator. Merciless Enforcers. So for cost of 4, deal 1 damage to each opponent, and he's got lifelink. I don't know if I like it. Hydro Man was another rare that I got there. He's a 2-drop for 2, or 2/2 for a 2-drop. Both have to be blue mana. Whenever you cast a blue spell, if he's a creature, he gets +1/+1. Beginning of your end step, untap Hydro Man until your next turn he becomes a land. Right, so you can use that's pretty great, right? Like he's that extra blue mana that you need for your counter spells, which is always cool. So that's a pretty cool card. Of course, I don't really play a lot of blue, but I recognize that that's a great card. Mob Lookout, a couple of those. This Subway Train, mana fixing, so it puts one into your hand. So yeah, I didn't end up using it. There was some better ramp, so I used the ramp instead. Risky Research. So yeah, surveilling 2 and drawing 2, and you lose 2 life. I mean, classic blue or classic black stuff here. And I got well, as you can see, I got it in foil as well. The Venomized Cat. Look at that. Look at that. He's got the mouse. He's just playing with his dinner. So for 3, you get a 2/3 Death Touch. You mill 2 cards, but that's useful for a lot of things in black in this deck. There's a lot of graveyard interaction, I find. So you could definitely. I think this will find use outside of sealed. I didn't see anyone really using it in sealed, but I do think that it's gonna find some play. We'll see, right? We'll see. We got the Prowler, Clawed Thief, Living Brain. Yeah, I don't know. That's not really something I'd be into. Inner Demon Gangsters, Human Rogue Villain. A lot of creatures, right? And I mean, of course, you want a lot of creatures, but there are a ton of creatures coming out of these packs. Beetle. So, we got Beetle. Human Rogue Villain. Oscorp Research Team. So it's a 1/5 that you can then draw cards with late game. Pardon me. Chameleon Master of Disguise. So he enters as a copy of creature you control, except his name is Chameleon Master of Disguise, and you can play him for his Mayhem cost instead. But I mean that's pretty great, really. I imagine you're probably gonna copy with this, but you don't have to. If you're in a pinch, you can just play it. And then we got Morbius. So it's Morbin time, everyone. He's the mighty Morbin Power Ranger right here. He's a vampire scientist villain. For 4, you get a 3/1 flying vigilance lifelink. So that's great, right? PTSD from the movie, indeed. But I mean, for you Dimir players out there, this looks pretty interesting. I mean, I don't play a lot of Dimir myself, but what do you think of this one? So flying vigilance lifelink, and then for 2, exile this card from your graveyard. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, and the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. I mean, it's pretty good, right? I mean, for flying vigilance and lifelink, I think the cost of 4, and he's a 3/1, right? So I mean, he's pretty vulnerable, but flying vigilance lifelink. Oh yeah. And what do we got here? We got the Doc Ock Sinister Scientist. 4/5 for 5. And he's just a common. Right? But I mean, it's not bad. So if if there are 8 or more cards in your graveyard, he's got a base power and toughness of 8/8. So as you can see, there's definitely some use for mill in this set too, right? Because that's pretty great if you've got the 8. And yeah, he's got hexproof as long as you control another villain. So I mean, for a common card, that seems a little busted to me. But hey, what do I know? I'm not really a blue player. Prison Break. Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of cool cards. Vulture. I mean, for 6, he's a 4/6 flying. And you gain so other villains you control gain flying till end of turn when you attack with Vulture. So I mean, that could be useful in sealed as well, but I didn't see anyone playing it. Passenger Ferry. So yeah, this one stops you from being blocked. I mean, you got to crew it, so you got to have a lot of stuff on the table to really make use of this. I saw someone try and use this. I think it might have been Dion I was playing. If you're watching, Dion, shout out, buddy. Good playing with you yesterday. Spiderbot. I actually really like this. So for 2/2/1, he's got reach. So it's just like the spider tokens, but he's got an extra feature. When he enters, you search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, and shuffle, and then put that card on top. It was funny, the one time that I played this, I went looking for the land that I wanted, and it turned out it was already on top. So that happens sometimes. Taxi Driver, this one, I don't know, 3/1 with for 2, and you can give a target creature haste. So I don't know, that seems slow, not great for a haste type card. And then Agent Venom. I was playing this one at the beginning when I was doing white. I had red, white with a splash of black for this Agent Venom, just because I wanted to play him. Because such a cool card, right? So for 3, he's a 2/3 with flash, menace, and whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card and lose 1 life. So yeah, I like that card a lot. And I'm not even much of a black player, but that one appeals to me. Wild Pack Squad. Yeah, another common. And you give first strike and vigilance. Hey, Cam. And there's my mom. Cam, Mom, how you guys doing? Hope you're having a nice day. All right, so that's what I got at the event for my pre-release stuff. I still think, you know, really this was probably the coolest card that I got right here. It's just a counterspell, but look at that artwork. Classic Doc Ock. Classic Doc Ock. Oh, and I wanted to give a shout out to Yusuf. If you're watching, man, congratulations on pulling that Soul Stone yesterday. I think there was like 3 people that pulled Soul Stones at that event. So, you know, shout out though to Yusuf. Thanks for subscribing. And actually, you know what? I might as well take this time. I wanted to mention here, you know, some people that have subscribed. Eli Bradley, thank you for subscribing very much. It's much appreciated. Marked by Mistakes. Dan Peterson, buddy, if you're watching, good to have you on board. Johan Finideus, I think that might be Joanne. Thanks for watching, Joanne. Jillian Sorensen, thank you very much. Peggy Ann Vince, Joel Smith, Curtis Hanna, Kay Burnside, that's my buddy Kev. Shout out to you, bud. Good games last night. Jared Steinward, the old King Jor, my girlfriend Rebecca, she subscribed. Ooh, wonderful. Thanks for watching, babe. Banished, and Cassandra and David, thank you guys all so much for subscribing. If I haven't shouted you out and you've subscribed, I'm sorry, I can't see that you have, likely because you're not listed as public on YouTube, so I can't actually see your name. So if you'd like me to shout you out, either go public or mention something in the comments, and I will definitely shout you out. Like Shomanucci, thanks so much for watching, bud. So let's get on with it. You know, just before we get cracking, I am going to properly protect this little guy here. We'll go perfect sleeve, upside down, because I might end up playing it. It's just a counter spell, right? So I'm not, even if it's worth a few bucks, this one I'm going to keep around. So perfect sleeve, and then into the dragon sleeve matte clear. I pretty much use all matte clear dragon sleeves except when I'm going to pre-release events. I just reuse these mint matte ones. Reason for that is I like to have all my cards that I play at the playgroup in the same sleeves so that I can just change them up. If I don't want to keep them in the same deck, I don't have to re-sleeve them all the time. And that just works nicely for me. So for now, we're going to put that guy here. And we'll just clean things up a little bit here, and then we'll get cracking these packs. You guys excited? You want to see these packs get cracked? We're going to do 5 packs today. It's a big stack of packs. So first, what we want to do is, I think it'll just be more fun if we just open this box up first, and then we can do all 3 of the packs together. So let's have another quick look at the packaging, because that's part of the experience. I mean, I really love the way they packaged this. You know, it's very nice. And then these are the cards that you get. I was looking at them, the details. Some of these cards are pretty amazing. They are legal in Commander, yet not Standard. But of course, in my playgroup, we don't really ban any cards. So I'll be able to use those for fun. Let's get into it. Rip the strip. Oh, didn't come all the way off. Is that a good sign? Does that mean juiciness inside? Or does that mean failure? Oh, double. I think they've locked in the goodness. That's what I think. So, legendary scenes come to life. I've never actually bought one of these scene dealios before, so it's kind of cool, right? Like you get, of course, first you get the nice outside packaging, but then you also get this easel thing, right? So this thing is like a stand, and then you can put your cards, like you can put the art cards that you get in there. And it looks like there's a couple of spacers here, and then this part here contains the juicy goods. Oh, I see. Looks like it's kind of tucked on there. Cool. All right, so we've got a box within a box. And we're just going to get right into that secondary box. Let's see, so there's the 3 packs. Look in there, huh? Can you see? So there's our 3 packs. We'll just add those. So now we've got our 5 play boosters there. And then we've got these special cards here. Now, I like to save all this stuff. I know eventually it just builds up and I'm going to have to get rid of some of it. But you can make, you know, displays with it. I mean, the intention of this is to be a display. But for now, I'm just going to tuck this back in the box. I might use those spacers, because they're quite handy. And then let's have a look. Looks like we've got the art cards and the borderless cards here. So let's open up these art cards. Get them on the little easel. Oh, they are actual art cards. So it's not just like separate for the set. Yeah, look at that. So I'm just gonna, because I think you've got to kind of push these open a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. I think you need to, yeah, let's just kind of crack these a little bit, pre-crack them, so that we can get the cards in there a little easy, right? Okay. So we're kind of prepped for it. Now here's the Doc Ock. I believe that goes in the top left. Like so. Oh, you want to be careful, because that'll probably kind of scratch your art cards. There's Venom. Look at that. It's a nice Venom. We got that one. Oh, there's your Green Goblin. Okay. Oh man, this is actually a little challenging. See, they connect together. These are a full scene. That's why it's called a scene box, right? Like Spidey's Sensational Showdown. Then we got Doc Ock. He's going to go on the bottom left. Oh, I've already wrecked the easel a little bit. Spidey is going in the center. Come on in there, you. There you go. I'll have to kind of redo this a little bit. It's not 100% on, you know what I mean? And then this actually is like the pumpkin bombs. So there's 3 character cards and 2 artifact cards. And they're in here. So now we've got those up. We can open the real cards. Yeah, I could put them in their own page in the binder. Might be better than having them on that easel. I don't know. I might find a way to display this behind me for a while, just like so. So here's your Grasping Tentacles. Target opponent mills 8 cards, and you may put an artifact card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So that's a nasty one, don't you think? Hi, babe. Welcome to the channel. That's my girlfriend, Rebecca there, everyone. Say hi. So Grasping Tentacles. That's pretty cool. Oh, the Venom foil is very nice. Look at that. Deadly Devourer. So he's pretty sweet, actually. For 4, you get a 4/4 Vigilance and Menace. And I mean, that's nasty in and of itself. So you pay 3, exile target creature card from a graveyard. When you do, put X +1/+1 counters on target symbiote, where X is the exiled card's toughness. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. Probably have to make a symbiote deck for that. I mean, since I canceled the collector booster pre-order, I'm pretty pleased to pick this up for. It's only like $60 for this whole pack. You get quite a good value, like three play booster packs. That Venom's worth $20. So like right there, you've almost got the full value out of it, and then you get these other 5 cards that are worth about $5 each. So you know, in the end, it's actually worth more than what you pay for it. Green Goblin Nemesis, and yeah, he's a Goblin human villain, of course. So 3/3 for 4 flying. Whenever you discard a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on target Goblin you control, and whenever you discard a land card, create a tap creature token. So I mean, a lot of people were mentioning this too. Like these cards in this set are great for tribal. Not so much tribal within the set itself, but tribal without the set. Like you could put this into any kind of goblin deck and it'd be pretty awesome. And let's see here. We got Doc Ock, Evil Inventor. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target non-creature artifact you control becomes an 8/8 robot villain artifact creature in addition to its other types. I mean, that's awesome. Right? Like, I mean, there's so many cool, like, there's so many ways you could use this. There's a lot of one-cost artifacts out there that you can just make into an 8/8. I mean, he costs 7, but he's also 8/8 himself. So I think there's a lot of value in that card too. Dimir players, what do you think? It's a big cost card, but I mean, it'll smack. And then you got your Sensational Spider-Man. So he's a 3/3 for 3, white and blue. And whenever Sensational Spider-Man attacks, tap target creature defending player controls and put a stun counter on it. Then you may remove up to 3 stun counters from among all permanents. Draw cards equal to the number of stun counters removed this way. So a lot of card draw there if you're playing stun counters. I was thinking about this one, and it's like, well, you can do one per turn, and then it goes away the next turn. So you've got to have other cards putting stun counters, or you've got to have your cards coming in with stun counters. So, you know, stuff like Tonberry might synergize with this well. I don't know. But Tonberry's black, right? So, I mean, yeah, counter doublers too. Yeah, so yeah, if proliferating is gonna work well with this. So I think there's a lot of ways you could use this. And yeah, it would be quite fun. So, and the art is awesome. Pumpkin bombs. So for 2, you get an artifact that tap it to discard 2 cards. Pardon me, I'm a little dry this morning. Draw 3 cards, then put a fuse counter on this artifact. It deals damage equal to the number of fuse counters on it to target opponent. They gain control of this artifact. So, it's kind of neat, right? It's, yeah, the fuse counters. I mean, you're just gonna pass like it's hot potato, right? Yeah, super risky, but fun. I think this would be really fun to play at the table, especially since if we had like 5 to 7 players, that's gonna be real fun. Everyone passing this around. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Scary, but cool. Anyway, those are some pretty sweet cards. I should really get those into sleeves as well, but I think I'm gonna have to wait. I don't have as many of my perfect fit sleeves as I thought I did. All right, so we got more packs. Let me just set the mood a little bit here. Let's see if we can have a little fun with these. So we got 5 packs, and we're just going to plow through them. I won't go over every single common and uncommon, but, you know, we'll take a look at some stuff, right? So, I think I'd like to keep this in the background. Maybe I'll reposition a little bit. But let's start. We got pack number 1. Oh, let me just... Okay. Yeah, if I pull a Soulstone, I do have one more perfect fit in that sleeve there. I've got some other sleeves too. Could put them in temporarily. All right, so here we go. Pack number 1, Inner Demons Gangster. We saw that in my selection before. Selfless Police Captain. This was actually quite useful. So when it leaves the battlefield, whatever counters on it, you can move to another creature. So comes back to haunt you. I got worked over with this card. So Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist. We got that one earlier too, yesterday. Romantic Rendezvous. Don't have this one yet. Discard a card, then draw 2 cards. There's Mary Jane. Classic scene. Professional Wrestler. I got good use out of that yesterday. Scorpion Sting. Black Removal. Spider-Man No More. Ooh, I don't have this one yet. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, so you change somebody's creature to a 1/1. That's fun. Eerie Gravestone. Okay. It's an artifact. I don't have this one yet either. Oh, it's card draw and mill. Oh, okay. So creature to your hand. That's pretty good for 2 and then 2. That's not bad. Tombstone. Career Criminal. Yeah, you know, sometimes I forget about some of these villains. Like, I used to be really into Spider-Man back in the day. Tombstone was kind of always a bit creepy. And you return target villain from your graveyard to your hand. That's not bad. And I mean, he's a 2/2 for 3. Villains cost 1 less to cast, and I mean there's some pretty expensive villains in the set, so that's pretty useful. Spider-Girl, Legacy Hero. Hey, I like that. She's just an uncommon though. For 2, she's a 2/2. And during your turn, Spider-Girl has flying, which is great. And then when Spider-Girl leaves the battlefield, create a 1/1 green and white human citizen creature token. That's not bad. I mean, really? For 2? What the? SPDR, so Spider. Oh, it's that mech spider piloted by Penny. Oh, from the Spider-Verse. So for 5, you get a 4/4 vigilance. And when it enters, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So that could be this creature, if you want. Whenever a modified creature you control deals damage to a player, you draw a card. That's pretty sweet. Me likey. Lizard, Connor's Curse. Oh, that's a nice card. We got a rare here for 5/5 for 4 with Trample. And when he enters, up to 1 other target creature loses all abilities and becomes a green lizard creature with base power and toughness 4/4. And so that could be an opponent's creature if you want, or one of your 1/1s that you played previously for card draw or something like that. Now it's a 4/4 lizard. Sweet. Like it. Oh, I already have this card, but now I have it in foil. Spectacular Spider-Man. Look at that. In foil, it's even more beautiful. Yes, indeed. Good pull. We already went over this card once before, but it's pretty cool. You can give another creature flying, or sorry, you can give Spider-Man flying, or you can give all your creatures hexproof and indestructible till end of turn, which you have to sacrifice him for, but that's worth it for 1. Yeah, very good card. Very good card. Let's just put that with the other nice cards. We got Sinister Hideout. Enters tapped. Oh, so there's a Demir land. Yeah, Dawn's Truth with a body. Exactly. And then a treasure token. Oh, look at all that cash. Oh, man. I would love to have a palette of cash like that, wouldn't you? And then the human token on the back. That's cool. I like to keep my tokens separate here. Well, that was pack 1. I said I wouldn't go through all of the commons, but I am going a little slow. Hope you guys don't mind. Hope you're enjoying. Let's crack some more packs. And what do we got? Yes, I'm hoping that Final Fantasy booster box has a pile of cash in it. Grow Extra Arms, already had that one. Risky Research, also have. Thwip, great card for an for a common, pardon me. I mean, that's a lot for one mana. Amazing Acrobatics, not bad. Counterspell. Spider-Gwen, she's pretty cool. So yeah, whenever she gets tapped, you can discard a card and draw a card. I mean, you may, right? Spider-Man No More, I like that one too. Spider Islanders. Spider Islanders, okay. I haven't got this one yet. 4/3 for 4. Mayhem for 2. Okay. Skyward Spider, had a lot of people playing these. This was very popular. I didn't pull any last night, but this was a very popular one. Ward 2, of course, that's always great. This creature has flying as long as it's modified. So you put a +1/+1 counter on it, or you put a equipment on there and it's modified. And it has flying. So pretty cool. Prowler, we already have that one. Pretty cool. Sandman's Quicksand. All creatures get -2/-2. And then if you got it Mayhem, then your creatures aren't affected by it, which is cool. Superior Foes of Spider-Man. Superior Foes? Human Rogue Villains. Oh, okay, so it's a creature for 3/3 for 3 with Trample. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's one of those exile and play it type cards, too. Mary Jane Watson. She's useful if you're rocking the spiders. Like, if you got a really heavy spider tribal deck, and she's like the only non-spider in it, then this is quite useful. Card draw. Yeah. Pretty cool. Ooh, Green Goblin Revenant in foil. Hey, did we? So Mary Jane was the rare. And then Green Goblin Revenant in foil. Flying Death Touch, I don't have this one yet. The Flying Death Touch is great, but it's 5 cost. Whenever he attacks, discard a card, then draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. Oh, that could be good. Pretty cool. And then we got a land and a spider token. Yeah, not bad. First pack was better, but you know, not bad at all. Pack number 3. Let's check it out. Spider-Man Web Slinger. So this has the web slinging feature. I used this one in one of my first games last night. So basically, once you tap a creature, you can return it to your hand and then pay 1, and this guy comes out. So a 3/3 for 1 cost, but you bring a creature back. But the nice thing is then if you're bringing a creature back that has a upon entry feature, then or mechanic, then you get to use it again. So pretty cool. Or leaving, right? So, you know, either way, it's pretty sweet. Whoosh. Yeah, this one's pretty good. It has a kicker, so return non-land permanent to its owner's hand. If this spell was kicked, draw a card. So for 4, you return a creature and draw a card. No, that's not bad. Stegron, the Dinosaur Man. Another dinosaur card. This one's a villain. I don't have this one yet, and he's a 5/4 with Menace. Okay. And if you discard the card, yeah, your creatures get +3/+1 and become dinosaurs. Okay. So anyway, I don't really know if there's much use for that become dinosaurs feature other than like, you know, dinosaur tribal. And if you're playing dinosaur tribal, you probably most of your other creatures are dinosaurs anyway, if not all of them. So I don't know how useful that is. Kapow. Now, I wish I had got some of these last night. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It fights target creature and opponent controls. That would have been real useful yesterday. Hey, Venom, Evil Unleashed. So this is the common Venom. So he's a 4/5 with Death Touch. Nice. Huh. You can exile it and put +1/+1 counters on a target creature. And they gain Death Touch too. Yeah. That's cool. Vibrant Cityscape. Nice little fetch land. Nice. This will go well in a nice little landfall deck. Oh, I don't know. Maybe my Chocobo landfall deck. I'll replace one of the fetch lands I have in there with this one. Sweet. Look at that. Vibrant Cityscape. Spider Islanders. Me. Hobgoblin Mantled Marauder. Don't have this one yet. So it's a 1/2 for 2 flying haste. Huh. And when you discard, he gets +2/+0 till end of turn. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Kind of like the Chocobos. Kind of. Not really, but kind of. Madam Web. Clairvoyant. I saw a couple people use this last night. So it's kind of like that Glarb type card where you can look at the top card of your library anytime. You can play spider spells and non-creature spells from the top of your library. And whenever you attack, you may mill a card. You don't have to, but you may. Right? So that's pretty handy. And she's a 4/4 for 6. That's a lot of value. Web Shooters. Oh yeah, this one was pretty good equipment. I got kind of some poor equipment last night, and I tried to use the equipment, and it was just too slow. But this is better because it, you know, +1/+1 and having reach is definitely handy. Whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls. Also super handy in sealed. So I would have been much happier with this, but I had the spider suit, which was just kind of slow. It gives you +2/+2, but it was just kind of slow. J. Jonah Jameson, one of my favorite Spider-Man characters. He is a 2/2 for 3. This is a rare card. See, like the rarity symbols on these cards. I feel like they could have made them more gold for a rare. Because it's hard. It kind of seems hard to see even on the camera. It almost looks like it's a uncommon, but no, that's a rare. So human citizen, when J. Jonah Jameson enters, suspect up to 1 target creature, and then whenever a creature you control with menace attacks, create a treasure token. Pardon me. So that's pretty cool. And for 3, yeah, it's kind of fun, kind of neat, especially if you're doing treasure tokens. Oh, great! I got a second Spinneret and Spiderling, so 2 rares in this pack. That's a great 1-drop. We already talked about that card, though. Oh! A foil Spider Rex Daring Dino. Ooh! Have you... I mean, I feel like this is the one of the best common cards that I've ever really come across. And I'm very excited to get it. How is it a common card? Is 6/6 for 6 with reach, trample, and ward 2. How is it possible? Did they just make a mistake on this? Like, maybe they did. Because that's a ton of stuff on that card for 6/6. There's much worse stompy 6/6s for 6 than this. This is great. I'm very happy about that. And we got Savage Mansion. So dual land red-green. Gruul, so and it has surveil. Yeah, that's pretty good. And a robot / food token. Hey, hot dogs in the shade. Don't throw shades at my dog. All right, moving on. We are on pack number 4 of 5. So far, I've been really enjoying this set. I mean, of course, you know, the nostalgia of the characters and the villains. Ooh, this one's a bit tough to get into. Come along. There you are, Spider-Man. Open up. Give us the goods. Oh, we're starting with the token? This one's packed differently. Huh? Am I wrong? The tokens were at the back on the previous packs. These were the ones not in the box that I opened here. So a robot token. There's your food. Okay, yeah, these ones look like they are done backwards. So I'm just going to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll see if that worked out. Looks like it did. Mechanical Mobster. This one I hemmed and hawed over a little bit. I mean, for a common, it's a 2/1 for 3. When it enters, you exile 1 card from a graveyard, and target creature you control connives. So, I mean, that's not bad, right? But I didn't end up putting it in my deck. Masked Meower. I was using this at the end. Inner Demons Gangster. Yeah, we've seen that. Doc Ock's Henchman. Haven't seen that yet. He's got Flash. Whenever this creature attacks, it connives. Oh, that's pretty good. Spectacular Tactics. Hey, there's the lizard. Oh, cool. So, yeah, choose 1 +1/+1 counter on creature you control with hexproof until end of turn. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. That's pretty good. Specialized. Spectacular Tactics. Kapow. Another one. Excellent. This is a good common. Right there. Hey, another Vibrant Cityscape. Fetch lands. Wraith. Vicious Vigilante. I don't have this one yet, so oh cool. Look at the skull spirits in the back there. That's cool. Double strike. And he can't be blocked. That's cool. That's really cool. He can't be blocked, and he's got double strike. I mean, pump him up. And yeah, go to town. Put hexproof on him. Put the boots on him. Oh, yeah, pump him up and then put the boots on him and then just smack away. Damage control crew. Okay. Haven't seen this one yet. Repair. Oh, neat. Okay. Value 4 are graded to your hand. It's okay. Exile target artifact or enchantment. That's better. So that's nice to get with body for 4. Sandman's Quicksand. We've seen that. Ooh! Bada bing, bada boom, you guys. Look at that wedding ring. That's Spider-Man and Mary Jane getting married. So what is it? It's an artifact for 4. When this artifact enters, if it was cast, target opponent creates a token that's a copy of it. Whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring draws a card during their turn, you draw a card. Whenever an opponent who controls an artifact named Wedding Ring gains life during their turn, you gain that much life. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Huh. That could be very useful at my table. Look at that. Yeah, that's a big, big one. Should we check? I'm going to just quickly take a look and see what the hype price on this one is. Hey? Are you guys curious too? I'm just going to look it up. Sorry, bear with me here while I type it in here. We're going to TCG Marketplace. And it's Wedding Ring. Wedding Ring. Borderless. Okay. So that is going for about $10. It says market value is about 8, but it looks like the pricing is around 10 currently. So yeah, pretty good. That's cool. That's very cool. Well, that's going with the cool cards. And we got Moreland, Devourer of Spiders. There's a rare card. Lifelink, and he enters with X+1/+1 counters on him. Okay, and then he deals X damage to target opponent. I mean, that's kind of nasty, hey? Late game, that could be really nasty. I like it. I like it a lot. So, Moreland, Devourer of Spiders. And we got a professional wrestler in foil. And then a Sinister Hideout. Oh, I sure hope you're right there, Snoop. Snoop's saying that the last pack's got to have an Anti-Venom or Soul Stone for sure. I mean, you got to jinx me like that? Let's try. Let's try. Let's see. You know, if not, I'll show you something after this. Or you might have already picked it out in the background. I don't know. Oh man, yeah. So these two cards were definitely the ones that I won because they're packed differently. So yeah, I'm just gonna do the old 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got our token card, which has the Illusion Villain on the back. And now we're on Oscorp Research Team. Spider Islanders. That one's weird. Swarm Being of Bees. Oh. I don't know if I knew about this guy in Marvel, but I mean, what that reminds me of is, did you guys ever watch Ninja Scroll? If you want to have nightmares, go ahead and watch Ninja Scroll real quick, and you'll see what I mean about this bee man. So that's kind of neat, though. Okay, Flash and Flying 2/2. Guy in the Chair. I mean, arguably one of the most fun parts of the newer Spider-Man series was the interaction between Spider-Man and his friends. So I'm glad he got a card. Oh, he's a mana dork. Oh, cool. And web support. Put a +1/+1 counter on target spider. Activate only as a sorcery. Now that's good. I mean, there's a lot of those spider characters that require to be modified. So that could do the trick. Selfless Police Captain, that's a great card. Great card. Move your counters as it dies. Scout the City. Okay, so for 2, you can mill 3 cards and a permanent card from among them into your hand and you gain 3 life, or destroy target creature with flying. That's pretty good. Another Skyward Spider. Again, this one was used quite a bit. I found a lot of people used this one. And yeah, again, modified, right? So could work with the Guy in the Chair if you were playing white-green or blue-green. Mechanical Mobster, we already just saw that one. Silver Sable, another character I don't have yet. Mercenary Leader. So 2/3 for 3. And when she enters, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature. And when she attacks, target modified creature has lifelink until end of turn. That's cool. That's quite cool. I like it. Secret Identity. Oh yeah, I don't have this one yet. So for 1, you choose 1, conceal. Till end of turn, target creature you control becomes a citizen with haste, with base haste, with base power and toughness of 1/1 and gains hexproof. Oh, that's wicked. Or else you can do reveal until end of turn, target creature you control becomes a hero with base power, toughness of 3/4 and gains flying and vigilance. So it's like one way or the other, right? Like you can kind of... That's a versatile card. Very cool. Living Brain, don't like that one. Ultimate Green Goblin, now I've got 2. So that's a decent little rare. Creates treasure tokens and has the mayhem effect. 5/4 for 3. Like really, it's a 5/4 for 3. Like, I mean, what more do you need? It's a 5/4 for 3. Shriek, Troublemaker is the foil. Looks like we did not get the wish today. Shriek, Troublemaker, though. Don't have this one yet. For 3, it's a 2/3. Beginning of your first main phase, you may discard a card. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. And whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, Shriek deals 1 damage to that player. Okay. Okay. Ooh, nice mountain. I already have one of these, but you can never have enough of the cool full art land cards from these new sets. Love it. Well, that was pretty cool. I mean, we got really out of those 5 cards, these are the coolest. Right here, or 5 packs, pardon me. These are the coolest cards out of those 5 packs. I already had this Spider-Man, but I didn't have it in foil, and look at that foiling. That's really, really nice. And then this card is just cool. Yeah. I guess this is like their special guests. They probably have a certain name for it or something, like the Through the Ages cards for the Final Fantasy set, where it's like, they aren't necessarily list cards, but yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. I like it. I told you not to jinx me, but you know what, Snoop, and everyone else that may be watching? I mean, it's not over. It ain't over. There's, 30 more chances in this box for a Soul Stone? Oh yeah, there's hope. There is hope. I'm thinking, like, I'm hoping there's like a Soul Stone in there. If not, I may trade in and get one. Because I've got lots of cards here. I could trade in some cards and get a Soul Stone. I just really like to pull cards like that. It's more fun. So, since this is the Spider-Man stream and yesterday was the pre-release, this is pre-release weekend, I am just going to crack into this box and do one pack from it as if it's a brand new pack-a-day video. So, let's just do it. One more chance. One more chance at the Soul Stone or the Anti-Venom. And then 29 chances thereafter. Ooh. Oh man, it's so much fun. So nice opening these packs, you guys. Get the display going. Hey, you can see behind me, I've got so many of these display boxes with cards in them. So there's still so many of everything. Really, we haven't dented much because I went and bought so many different ones. We've still got lots of everything. So this is what you get. Scan here to discover the coolest cards. There's Green Goblin. He looks about as obsessed as I do. Give me the cards. And there's Spiderman. Phil Spiderman. Ooh, should we take one from the top? Should I dig from the middle or all the way to the bottom? What should we do? Okay, suggestions in chat, please. Somebody tell me what I should do with these cards. Should I throw them out? Should I get a lighter and what should I do with these packs? Left row, fourth from the top. Oh, I don't know, Snoop. I don't know if I should trust you. We'll do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There it is. There it is, the fourth one from the top of the left row. We're going for it. Okay, one more pack for the day, you guys, and then I'm going to log off. Got to spend time with my doggy. All right, here it goes. Wish me luck. Let's see. We got... Oh, yeah, okay, so the packs in the wild, as it were, are backwards from the packs that are in the scene thingies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we got your token robot. It's a robot and a food token. There's hot dogs. Passenger ferry. Yeah, it's okay. Ooh, steel wrecking ball. Haven't got that yet. It deals 5 damage to target creature. And then you can discard it and destroy a target artifact. I think that's cool. I mean, another common card that seems pretty good. Venom's Hunger. Haven't got this one yet either. 2 less to cast if you control a villain. Destroy target creature, you gain 2 life. That's pretty good if you can do it for 3. Which, I mean, if you're playing this card, you've got villains. You're going to play it when you have a villain. And you want to maintain board state. You want to be dominant on the board. I mean, bonus, you get 2 life. That's pretty sweet. Amazing Acrobatics, we've seen. Grow Extra Arms, we've seen. Daily Bugle Reporter, we've seen. Subway Train. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's that mana-fixing train. Spider-Man, no more. Seen a lot of these already. Oh, got another shocker. The Unshakable. Spider Bite Web Warden. Don't have this one yet. Well, now I do. It's a 2/2 for 3. And when it enters, return up to 1 target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So, you know, with so many exit and enter abilities, you'd probably almost be using this on your own guy. But, I mean, you can slow your opponent down, too. Just be careful you're not triggering their mechanics in doing so. Spider-Man Heroic Horde. Yeah, I've got one of these earlier. 2/3 for 2, which is great. Web Slinging. This is the one that you can gain 3 life and create 2/1 green spider creature tokens with reach. So, I mean, if you web sling it for 6, it just seems expensive for me. I feel like there's better 6 mana plays, right? But I mean, even on its own, I guess if it's a 2/3 for 2, it's not bad value. I feel like there are better cards to put in the slot. Ooh, Spider-Ham, Peter Porker. Now we're talking. Hey, look at that. So he's a 2/2 for 2. Spider-Ham enters. You create a food token, of course, and Animal Mayhem. Other spiders, boars, bats, bears, birds, cats, dogs, frogs, jackals, lizards, mice, otters, rabbits, raccoons, rats, squirrels, turtles, and wolves you control get +1/+1. The ultimate tribal ham. That's pretty awesome, eh? I mean, really. I mean, you could do a pretty funny like Bloomborough deck with this. How does it work with changelings? Well, changelings are already all of these things, right? So like, because changelings are all creature types, so they would get +1/+1. I don't think it would proc on each one. It would just be one, but it would still get +1/+1. Right? Yeah, because I mean, I think no matter what, any creature is still only getting +1/+1, whether it has multiple of these or not. Because there's some Bloomborough cards that are like, mouse birds and rabbit mouse and that sort of thing, right? Because it's like the two creatures together on one card. Pardon me. So I think even those cards would really only get +1/+1. I mean, yeah, if it procced on each one, it'd be kind of crazy. Yeah. I think it's kind of crazy as it is for a 2-drop. It's nice, right? Like there's a lot of I mean, like think about Patchwork Banner or something like that, where you're tapping for mana. Well, this is a body instead. So yeah, I think that's pretty sweet. Like it. It's going up here. Okay, Parker Luck. That is a rare foil. I don't really like the art, if I'm honest. There's Venom in the back, though. J. Jonah Jameson, right? At the beginning of your end step, 2 target players each reveal the top card of their library. They each lose life equal to the mana value of the card revealed by the other player. Then they each put the card they revealed into their hand. That's an odd one. And that happens at the beginning of your end step every time. And you just go, you guys, you guys, take the risk. But you might just be stuffing their hand, right? That's pretty cool, though. I mean, that's a neat card. I'm going to actually put that aside. I don't know if that's worth something. It might be, actually. Ominous Asylum, I already have that. All right, well, I mean, I said I wasn't going to do any more. I'm really tempted to just open them all. But, I mean, you got to stop somewhere, right? You can't just go on forever. And, I mean, thanks so much for sticking with me, you guys, for this. It's been like an hour and 20 minutes on this stream. So thank you so much for joining me today. It's it's been a fun time with all this Spider-Man. I gotta say, overall, I'm happy with the set. A lot of people saying it stinks. I don't think it stinks. I think it's far from stinky. It was really quite fun. It was very challenging to make the decks. I think that for players who find some of these magic when you go to some of these pre-release and sealed events, like draft events, if you find it a little too easy, you might really enjoy playing the Spider-Man ones, because it is more challenging, I find, like to really come up with something awesome. So yeah, I think veterans particularly, even though they're the ones who kind of poo-poo on this set the most, I think veterans would probably find it more challenging and interesting to actually build decks in sealed events with the Spider-Man cards. So give it a try, you know, put your biases aside and give it a go. So yeah, thanks again so much for joining me. This has been another Smith Stack Pack a Day Habit video. This is a live one, big long one. And thanks so much for sticking it out with me, you guys. Snoop, you're a champ. You're a gentleman and a scholar, and everybody else who's watching too. Cam, if you're still watching, thanks for watching, buddy. Um, you know, babe, if you're watching, come on over. We gotta make some dinner. Uh, and yeah, to anybody who's watching this after the fact, please, I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Come on back sometime. We do Pack a Day every day. You know, I'm not live, but you know, every day we do a pack and we do card of the day, and we like to talk about, you know, how we can utilize those cards in new decks, that sort of thing. And every now and then we look at some of the new decks that I'm making out of the cards that we pull. And of course, you know, for the values of those cards too, well, I'm usually pulling those off of TCG Player for what's, you know, there for the day. And yeah, one more time, you guys, big thank you to everyone for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.